During a military campaign, the advance of the Roman legions into enemy territory could be interrupted by a large river. In this case, the legion's scouts have led them to a ford and are going to find out if it is possible for the infantry and supply wagons to cross the river at this point. The horsemen reach the opposite bank, but seeing the depth of the river, they warn that the passage is very complicated. The legate who commands the legion decides to build a wooden bridge over the ford and ensure that men and supplies reach the other side safely. While the scouts remain alert on the other bank, part of the infantry begins to cut down trees to clear an area where they can set up a camp. The construction of a bridge was a complex work that could take a long time, and a fortification had to be in place where they could spend the night and defend themselves in case of attack. The legion's banner is placed in the center, and a palisade is built around what will be the camp. After finishing the fortifications and setting up the tents, some of the soldiers are employed in surveillance tasks. The rest of the legionaries, led by the engineers, begin to build the bridge with the wood obtained. First, by firmly driving large posts into the riverbed and then placing a wooden walkway over them. When night falls, the work stops, and the legionaries retire to rest after a hard day. Taking advantage of the darkness, a small group of barbarian warriors decides to make a raid against the Roman invaders. Attacking by surprise the sentries guarding the wood outside the camp, they burn it and withdraw before the legionaries in the camp counterattack. The next morning, the Romans cut down the nearest trees again to replace the burned wood and be able to continue with the work. Construction of the bridge resumes, and within a few hours, progress is notable. Suddenly, the barbarians launch a raft downriver, towards the bridge. The rafts crash against the structure, causes great damage. After this first attack, several more arrive, destroying part of the bridge and causing the death of several legionaries. When the attacks cease, the Romans resume work, rebuilding the destroyed sections and protecting the bridge with posts driven into the riverbed upstream. A new wave of rafts crashes against the defenses without causing damage to the bridge. At nightfall, the Romans return to camp to rest.
We're under attack!
In the moonlight, the barbarians launch a major attack against the camp, trying to surprise the Romans. After suffering heavy casualties, the attackers retreat, demonstrating the effectiveness of Roman soldiers and fortifications. In the morning, work on the bridge resumes, progressing rapidly without suffering any further harassment from the barbarians who seem to have given up. A few hours later, the work is finished, and the legionaries dismantle the camp. Once they have collected their weapons, provisions, and tents, they begin to cross the bridge, soon reaching the other side of the river. In total, it has been 2 days of hard work, but the legion can finally continue advancing after overcoming the obstacle.